Hey guys, so a while back we asked for more stupid things that scuba divers say. And just like the McFly song, it's all about you. This video is about, well, your comments. Not specifically about you, just your comments. But as usual, we spent the grand total of about, 10 seconds to peruse your comments on our videos and chose the gems from amongst the rough. So thank you very much for your comments, and here are 5 more stupid things that scuba divers say. Part 2, Episode 5, Season 10, Version 1. That title's good enough, isn't it? It's nice and punchy, huh? Ha ha ha! Trust me, I don't need weights. I'm 215 pounds. This comes from user Kin4Seikatsu84. Yeah, just because you're heavy on the surface doesn't mean that you'll sink in the water. Weight, mass and buoyancy are all different, and your body weight doesn't determine how buoyant you are in the water. Muscle weighs more than fat, and actually sinks, so if you're 215 pounds of pure muscle, then yeah, you'll probably sink. But let's face it, we're not all in peak fitness, so you'll probably float in salt water. Most of your kit will float too, even an aluminium cylinder will float when it gets down to a certain pressure. So yeah, you're gonna need some lead to get down. I forgot to breathe for the first couple of meters underwater. Michelle Grassi, okay? It's rare that you should need to be reminded to breathe, but this is fairly commonly said, and I can kind of understand the reasoning behind it. You've grown up with your body instinctively holding its breath whenever it's underwater, so it's quite unnatural to take a big deep breath when you first descend. The trick is to breathe from your reg for a little bit on the surface to get used to the sensation, and before long you'll trust your gear and remember the first rule of scuba diving: never hold your breath. The second rule, of course, is never to talk about scuba diving. Cheryl, I just got open water certified, so can we dive alone now? This one comes from the virtual astronaut. Huh, you weren't paying too much attention to your open water course, were you? You always have to dive in a buddy team for redundancy. You can dive without a professional diver present, but just like your driving test, you're still only starting to learn how to dive. If something ever goes wrong with your kit, you want to be really close to someone else with an octo, as I'm pretty sure you won't be able to fix your regs in the water on a single breath of air. Do you want to go down at the same time? From Joshua Smith? Sure, yeah, descending at the same time is a great way to stick together and sort out any problems as you descend. It's also handy to have the same dive profile as everyone else, as if your dive computer stops, then you probably don't have the foggiest ideas of your decompression or dive time. Descend together, ascend together, and you'll all come up safely. I'm wearing a hood. Why the hell do I have wet hair? From Alex Scuba. Huh, you're wearing a wetsuit hood and you got wet? Fancy that. We have the same problem with people complaining about the brand waterproof, as they assume the waterproof gloves are going to keep their hands dry. No, it's just the brand name waterproof. Wetsuits work by letting the water in and keeping it against your body, so of course you're going to get wet, but this isn't a bad thing. Nobody expects you to look great on a dive site, except for me. I'm perfect just the way I am. I even get wet inside my dry suit sometimes, so don't be surprised when you get a little wet submerged 30 meters in the ocean for over an hour. I know, that always gets me. I'm wet. Yeah, you've been submerged in water for an hour. How are you not surprised? So there were a few funny comments you guys and girls hear in and around the dive site. But if you hear any more you want us to feature in Part B, Paragraph 6, then yeah, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching and safe diving.